Good morning, Outliers. I just wanted to share with you what's happening on this beautiful June morning in the Shire and to show you something that's happening in our garden, which is this beautiful rose bush. Nothing remarkable about that. So I wish that we had the technology to pass on the scents, the aromas that are coming from this rose bush, which are totally brilliant. We're particularly pleased about this because this was replanted after we came from Kent and it's doing very well. Come November time, I guess, we will prune it and we will prune it hard. We will prune it probably back down to here. And my story at the moment, I've been pruned and I want to talk to you a little bit about that. So I began to do a self-audit of the major areas that I'd been involved in throughout my working life. Key among it was this whole area of people engagement, often called stakeholder engagement, in the arena of corporate change, or worse still, stakeholder management, as if people want things to be managed. And in 2013, I wrote Practical People Engagement. It's landed very well. I think it's aging very well as well because it's not essentially about technology, it's about human behavior. Of course, in psychology and sociology, we're always learning more about how we react to change, how we engage with change, and how successful change happens. But this has always been a key area for me. The second area has been this. It's been writing and learning. I am a journaler. I wrote a book in 2019 called Writing with God about the Soul Journal. But the whole process of learning has intrigued me. I feel that so much of what we do in the West in terms of teaching people is misconceived. And I think there's a different way of learning, particularly if we, the learner, own it ourselves, how we can navigate from novice through to mastery. So that was another area that I felt overlapped somewhat with people engagement, but was, if you like, a domain in and of its own right. There was another one, which is this, which is what psychologists call self-agency. That's the ability to get on and do things for ourselves. Some may be familiar with the language of the creator mindset as opposed to the victim mindset. This is veering towards shaping your life, shaping yourself, getting on with things. And this involves issues around what people commonly call productivity and, to a degree, personal knowledge management. There's self-agency which overlaps with writing and learning and people engagement. But that wasn't all. For the complete Patrick, there needed to be something else, which is this, which is discipleship. I am a follower of Christ, but what I've sought is a way of following Jesus, which isn't institutional, isn't what I would call religious, which is a way of walking with my living Lord and learning from him to live his promised abundant life. Now, looking at these four domains, they all do overlap, but it's where they overlap that I think my contribution is. These are the positive outliers. These are the people who are living in the overlap of these four domains. And that's my mission. I want to get behind the positive outliers. I want to equip them. First of all, I want to equip them with spiritual intelligence, often abbreviated to SQ. Spiritually intelligent people don't live from their circumstances. They live from above. They live from a greater reality. And this is the most powerful expression of self-agency there is around. It's more than that, though. It's more than empowerment. It's around true meaning. It's not just about making us effective in the world. It's much more than that. It's living a life of purpose. Positive outliers all do that. They live a life of purpose. The second thing is around writing and learning. My understanding of human nature is it's tripartite. We have the body and the soul being heart, emotions, and will. And both body and soul are accessible in ways, directly and indirectly, to scientific scrutiny, to measurement, to observation. Not so the spirit, which is the third part of the human dimension. But even so, in writing and learning, it is very edifying for the soul. Next domain, which was self-agency, is really that crossover between the soul and the body. In other words, victims tend to be driven by their physical appetites. The positive outliers aren't. But more than that, they bring health into their bodies. This is one of the things that I want to explore with my positive outliers. I'm bringing in the last domain of people engagement. This is really around world change. It's how we make a positive contribution to others, where we influence them to better living. This is what really gets me excited. I'm beginning to connect now with positive outliers who are making contributions in healthcare, in the environment, in self-agency. For example, I have a friend who heads a charity that's very effective in taking ex-offenders who are drug dependent and leading them through to becoming creators, to become self-agents. And there are other stories of other people who are doing this, who've been domestically abused and are leading now thriving lifestyles, and others who've been spiritually abused by religious institutions and are leading people to freedom. Often our story is the key to how we make a difference in the world. So a lot has been pruned off me as I have gone along on this journey. And really, I have lost a lot of subscribers and gained some. I've also removed some subscribers. This is the opposite to a lot of conventional business wisdom around how you grow your business. I'm not interested. I am looking to grow the positive outliers in them. So if you think you fit, if you think you are in the crossover there of all of these areas of interest, then let's talk. Who knows? I may be able to help you with some key solutions in how you make a world changing. Welcome to the Positive Outlier Ride.